Yo, what's up guys, it's Miro here and thank you for opting in for today's video. Today is going to be a short I'm going to show you how to scale the F up very fast with Facebook ads. I'm going to show you 3 very quick strategies that you can use to start ratcheting things up. Black Friday is around the corner, Cyber Monday is around the corner. So 3 strategies that I personally use to scale your own Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and to basically make more money. So without any further ado, let's jump right to the computer and get started. Alright guys, so scale the fuck up. 3 ways to do that, and this is the strategies that I use on my own ad accounts. I'm going to show you my own ad accounts. It's not only going to be slides. So 3 points, quick, fast video. Let's go. 3 ways to scale the fuck up. First one, slow budget scaling, which means every 3 to 4 days you increase the budget with 10 to 20%. This is for someone that has time and they want to scale slowly and not aggressively. It's a great method that works very good with especially with CBO campaigns. So let me show you how that looks. So basically, if I look at last week, I've basically filtered the campaigns based on selection because it's much easier to understand. There's not 100 campaigns there for you to watch. So if I take a look at last week, last 7 days, right? I have a good everything. So just remove the last number out of everything so you know what it is in dollars. So this is $6. This is $19, right? So CPA is $6. It's a webinar. Works very good. I'm happy with that. I want to scale it. It's a CBO campaign, right? CBO campaign, as you can see here. How many ad sets do I have? I have active 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've rotated different ad sets and I turned the ones that didn't work out. I turned them off. Each ad set has roughly same creatives, 3 to 4 creatives in each ad set, and it's working well. And I want to scale it. So yesterday I decided to scale it. So yesterday, the 18th, I had a CPA of $5. I was very happy, and I've seen that. So basically, before you scale, you want to let it. You want the incubation period to pass. Okay, the incubation period basically means a period of 3 to 4 days where you get stability in results and consistency before you scale. So the big mistake a lot of people do is, they get good results on day 1. Let's say they started this Monday and they get good results on Monday and they're like, oh snap, man, like CPA is only $5. Let me scale it. And then they scale it, right? And that's very bad because the incubation period is not over. The incubation period is the learning phase, and you need to give it 3-4 days of stability before you scale, because if you have something that's been stable for 4 days, then you can scale that. But just because something gave you good results on day 1 and you scale it doesn't mean anything. Day 2, it could be shit. So I've had the incubation period is over. So yesterday I decided to scale it. I went and I did small budget scaling. It was, we can take a look at the history. You can see it here. That's strange. Let me see. History, it changed by. Doesn't want to show it. Okay, yeah, make it lifetime. Cool. Here we have it. So you can see, yeah, it was $100 a day, and yesterday I scaled it to 20%, right? Small budget scaling, and I'm gonna give it 4 days before I scale it again. And you can see the results hasn't been better. So before I scaled it, I had a CPA of 5. And yesterday I got my CPA almost doubled to 9.5, right? So that's the name of the game. Sometimes it happens, and most people would just go and kill it right now. No, you need to give it an incubation period. Don't scale it if you don't have money to lose, right? I'm still profitable at 9.5, but it doubled, which is shit. But it doesn't mean that it's gonna be shit, right? So it's probably gonna go down tomorrow or in 2-3 days. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna take the budget right back to where it was and decrease it with whatever I increased. That's the one, right? Now, second method of scaling, duplicate the winning ad set and set your daily budget on 5 to 15 times CPA. This works if you're using ad set budget optimization and not CBO. And I know CBO is going to be the only way, but there's still a few months left for ad sets to set budgeted ad sets, and I still use it, right? So what you would do then in that case, if I take a look at, let's say this was, sorry, let me filter to an ad set budget campaign. This, for example, filter by selection. Cool, right? I'm testing some creatives. And if I, like now, I started this yesterday, so it's too early to scale a winner, right? You can see it's too early to scale a winner. Well, this one works quite good, right? Like CPA is $3, but it's been active for 24 hours, which is not enough. So I need to give it the incubation period, right? Because after the incubation period is over, I'm gonna have stability and I'm gonna have an average CPA. So what you do is after incubation period is over, you take a look at your average CPA, and if you're happy with that, in my case, let's say in 4 days, it's going to be like 4, which is really good. I duplicate it and existing campaign, and I duplicate the ad set like this, and I increase the budget. So whatever my CPA was like $4 here, right? And I increase it by 5 to 15 times. So 4 increased by 5, that's 40, right? Or if I increase it by 10 times, sorry for my math here, let me see. It was $4, and if I increase it by 10, then it's gonna be 40, right? So, or if I increase it by 15 times, well, then I set the budget for $60 a day on that ad set. And it's going to be 600 mine, right? $60 a day. And then I run it. And that needs an incubation period of 2-3 days as well, okay? So just because you scale it and it doesn't work on day 1, don't kill it. Don't scale things if you don't have money, okay? And if you give it an incubation period of 2 to 4 days and you still aren't getting good results on the scaled one, what you could do is duplicate it again and set another daily budget. Like maybe first time you set the daily budget of 10 times CPA. Try 7, try 6, try 5, right? But try different CPA scaling, times different CPAs. And that's gonna work. So because sometimes you just don't get it right on the first one, because there's a very thin blade of, you need to match the right budget. Sometimes you increase it with 10x, it doesn't work, then you increase it with 6x and it works, right? So just because it didn't work on the first version, duplicate it again and set another daily budget. And also, very important, you never kill your original one until the duplication, the scaled one, has outperformed it. And no, they're not going to compete. You don't need to worry about that. They're not going to compete just because you have 2 different ad sets with the same audience. So you kill the original one once the duplication, the scale one, is outperforming it, okay? That's a big mistake I see a lot of people do. So 3, duplicate winning ad set and put it into a CBO campaign. This one's great. And this one looks like this. Let me go to this ad account. So let me see here. Let me go that. And let me go that, and let me filter by selection. Cool. So basically, if I go to this campaign, it's ad set budget optimized, so everything is on ad set. And if I go lifetime, then you can see that this interest is a really good one. We're getting a cost per lead of £6. We have gotten 3 purchases from it for a $1,000 product, so $8,000 from this campaign. And it's good. I want to scale it, right? I want to scale it, and the incubation period is over. I'm happy with it, and I want to scale it. So what you do then is you duplicate that winning ad set, one of it, and you put it into a new campaign. You name it scale cold traffic CBO, right? And it's a CBO campaign. You duplicate it. It's gonna create a campaign for you, and it's gonna be here. And you activate CBO, right? And you set your daily budget at, so let me cover the budget after. And you duplicate it, right? So then you just created a one version of that in that ad set, but then you duplicate the ad set 3 times, and you want 3 versions of the same ad set within the CBO, right? So this is the scaled one. So we had one winning ad set, the Muslim world here, and I duplicated it 3 times into a CBO campaign. Now, why 3 times? And you can see these ones not performing, because each time you run an ad towards an audience, the audience targets different parts of the audience. What that basically means, if I put, where do I have that? Give me a second here. I'm gonna give you an illustration. Here, perfect. So when you have a 2 million, and I've created a video on this, you can watch it. If you have a 2 million people audience, every time you run ads, Facebook picks a part of that audience to show your ads to. And each duplication gets a different part of that audience, right? It's the same audience, but they get different parts of it, right? So basically, that's why sometimes you run an ad towards an audience and it sucks and you duplicate it and then you get good results, because the first time maybe you got a bad part of the audience and the second time you get a good part of the audience. So with 3 duplications of the good ad set, I'm trying to cast a net in the ocean and try to get all the parts of the audience. And CBO, why CBO? Well, CBO is super freaking smart, because if it sees that one of the audiences works better than the other one, it's gonna automatically adjust all my budget and put it into that. So all are the same, and you can see this one is the best one, and Facebook has automatically spent more money on it. You see, or it hasn't, but it's gonna, right? It's gonna adjust to it. So, and daily budget is basically, I set 90 here, which basically means I took between 5 to 15x CPA, and I have 3 ad sets. So let's say I decided for 5x CPA, and my CPA was let's say $5, right? So 5 times 5 is 25, and I have 3 ad sets. So 25 times 3 is $75, and I put $75 in here, right, as the total budget, and we'll let Facebook distribute everything themselves. So guys, that was everything for this video. 3 ways to scale the fuck up. I hope you enjoyed it. It was very fast, very short, straight to the point. And if you really enjoyed the video, give me a subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Show me some love in the comment section and let me know how you enjoyed the video. And that was everything for today. I wanted to keep it nice, short, and neat. It's getting really dark and cold here in Sweden. But yeah, got a lot more stuff coming for you guys. This is going to be the best channel and the most honest and transparent channel in the world. Nobody else is sharing their own ad accounts like that, but I'm doing it. So I'll see you very soon. Over and out.